So the web app is live and we have finally got our first evolution that we can have a look at. Now this is going to be preparation for tomorrow because obviously we can't actually get on the game unless you've got a pre-released copy, which I do not. So we have got the first one. We have got Intro to Cosmetic Evos. That will be available tomorrow. Obviously it doesn't show anything yet because it's not updated in the game, but we have got the first one we can have a look at, and also Foot.gg does have that in. So introduction, the new stat limit threshold where the stat upgrades are rewarded up until they reach the stat maximum or stats maximum. So that's going to be interesting in itself. So if we have a look in here, so we can see that the requirement is an overall max of 82. Key upgrades, we have Evolutions 1. We get an extra skill move, I want to say. Is that quite there? We got Rarity. Yeah, that's right. So the Rarity is going to be Evolutions 1. We'll have a skill move upgrade 1. Okay, I think, yeah, okay. So I see. So it's up. Is that up to 2? Or oh, it takes it up to 3, I think. If you're looking for FC25 coins, Lootbar have started their first subscription service. You can go onto their website and subscribe for FC25 coins, and with this you'll be sent an email that gives you an extra 5% off on your very first order. This is in addition to the 8% off coupon that is available on your one order to start with. Then from there you have got Lootbar being one of the cheapest in FC24 and then continuing to be one of the cheapest on the market for FC25. So with all that said and done, subscribe to Lootbar now and enjoy 5% off discount when we get into FC25. Oh, that's so weird. So I'm assuming the shooting should take it up to 86. That's going to be the new maximum. And then the dribbling would go up +2, maximum to 87. I'm assuming. Will more than likely, so introduce a threshold where stat upgrades are rewarded up until they reach the statted maximum. Okay, so let's have a look and see if we've got anybody in here that fits the bill. So obviously I haven't got anybody in terms of packs yet. So let's say we go with Mason Mount because it's not a specific typing. So the final upgrade, you see we get an Evolutions 1, so it means he can go again. He will end up with, can we preview player? Oh no. So he's got, so say we got 70, 77, 81, 79, 61 and 65. 61, 81, 81, 80. So if we head over to Foot.gg, we can see some of the players here. There is also the club member reward and then the ultimate edition reward as well, which we will get once the game is out. It's currently not on, so I'm assuming it will unlock once you have got the console. So mainly we're looking at this one. So if we're looking, we get shooting on the first one, taking it to a +3, and then we've got dribbling on the second one, giving it a +2. So I'm assuming what that means is basically you will get a +2 or a +3, taking them to say a maximum of 87 dribbling or a maximum of 86 shooting. So say for instance, you've got a player that's got 85 dribbling, but only 82 shooting. It would only max to an 87 and then the shooting would go up the full amount. I quite like that. I think that's going to be really good for the spread of Evos. Obviously they thought, how could we get, say, like a Bellingham in here, or he's a bad example now being high rated. But for instance, say we've got someone like Declan Rice, 87. If we keep Evoing him to get, like, say, a fair few upgrades, so he goes from an 87 to a 90, it takes him far too along the line of what they want. So it is nice that they're trying something different. But the main thing we want to have a look at is what eligible players have we got, because 82 rated should be a fair whack. Now everybody's going to do the same to start with, and you're going to have a look at the Prem. So we got Premier League. I was debating if it was going to be called Barclays then, but we've got Premier League. These are the people that we're looking at. So shooting and dribbling, realistically we're looking at a striker, maybe a winger, maybe a cam. Not really kind of DM, centre back or left back, right back. And it will all depend as well what these upgrade also. So for instance, with this one, you do get some shooting pace. You get pretty much a whole upgrade, to be fair to it. So maybe not going for, because that's a max 82 as well, maybe not necessarily going the full whack with, like, say, a Nunez in this one and maybe saving them for the Ultimate Edition one if you have got it. Then we've got the club member, shooting, defending. Is that going to be a bit of everything as well? It looks like it. What do we get? Total upgrades, evolutions 2, incisive pass, 2 defending, 3 passing. So that could be more of a centre mid vibe, really, of anything. So that should be fine. So in terms of players we're looking at here then, let's have a look at, we'll go, because this should be pretty good. So let's go League, we'll go Premier League, and then what we'll do is we'll add striker, we'll add all the wing options and the forwards, and then we'll go for a cam as well, just in case. So let's have a look. Okay, well that don't work. Oh, can he... Why? Or is that excluding them? Hold on, let's try the other way around. So if I put all of these in, is that... I would have thought it'd be the other way around, but apply. Okay, I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. Surely the highlighted ones are the ones you're seeing, but... Okay, we'll run with that. So in terms of what we're looking at here, we have got Enzo, we've got Savinho? I thought it was called Savio, to be honest. We've got Gordon, not a bad shout, but could be a better Evo. But to be fair, if you're looking for a very cheap winger, this is what this is for. It's for a very cheap and affordable option right now. So I'm assuming... evolutions, perfect. So it gives him the 81 on the shooting, 83 dribbling. I mean, it may not be the biggest upgrade in the world, but obviously we're not necessarily going for crazy here. What's the Evo Lab? We're working on the Evo Lab. We'll be back soon. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one. So let's have a look at... So we've got loads of players in here. Let's go... Hold on, where's the players gone? Oh, there we go. Evolved players. Let's have a look and see who catches our eye here then. So in terms of what we're looking for, like I say, that's Nation. More than likely, we will see a lot of Premier League because that's kind of like normally the start, if anything. Everybody tends to go for like that starting Premier League squad. Obviously, we can see Nunez there, but I would say wait for him personally. Kudus wouldn't be a bad shout, to be honest. You don't necessarily need to go for the 82 also. It's not necessarily the be-all and end-all for this. We've got Reece James, right back, not feeling. You've got Delo, Sancho. It's going to be quite a hard one because obviously you don't want to necessarily go crazy on one card for him to not be fully upgraded. But the one thing I would suggest is the fact that we should get quite a lot of these Evos. I'm feeling with how much they're putting into this, I would say it's definitely going to be interesting to see how many Evos we actually get. So I think we have got the first team of the week now, I want to say. So I believe we should be able to open up some packs just to see if we manage to get anybody. So let's have a look together. In terms of other Evos, like obviously the Ultimate Edition, more than likely I would suggest kind of going for kind of like the best player you possibly can. It's kind of like that Founders Evolution. That was kind of really good to start with to get that Nunez, the Werner, or even there was somebody else that was really in there as well that you could get and was really worth having a look at. So it all depends on all of that good stuff, what you're looking to actually get. Are you buying packs? Is the player that you're going for very obtainable? Like another great shout could have been Rashford. Rashford at an 81, goes up to an 82, gets a bit of shooting, bit of dribbling. It's a good one to start off someone like that. Even if you wanted to go, and I'm assuming we can. Let's have a look, in fact, because I can guarantee that surely Yamal or Endrick should be able to get into this. I'd imagine so. So you could make him into an 82 already. Again, that's going to be a big one. Endrick would be another one I can imagine should be around here. So even though, again, it may not be crazy, you can go into 2 if you really wanted to. Get him up there even more. Take him from the intro to the stat limits. Then obviously the Ultimate Edition Evolution as well. That's going to be an interesting one to see what you want to go for. You can even do it back to front as well. So depending on if you've already found a player that you know is a must to get, it's going to be an interesting one. I think then you've got the likes of Elise who can just fit the bill because there's not really a stat limit really. In terms of an 82, there's going to be very few that don't fit into this, that have like 90 shooting, 90 dribbling. It's not going to happen like that. So it would be interesting as well later on down the line if, say, for instance, an 82 does have 87 dribbling, 83 shooting, but everything else is awful. Can you still do it to get, say, the skill move upgrade, or if there was a skill move upgrade, and then not get them upgrades as well? Can you just put him in for the sake of putting him in? That'll be the interesting one to say the least when it comes to these evolutions. So unfortunately nothing in the packs. In fact, we do have a preview as well. Very first preview of the day. Let's see. It's gold. Ah, we're taking Anthony. Why not? Okay. Oh, it's coming a little screen. We got fire. No coins. Okay, that's fair enough. So I think in terms of it, it's just a very bog standard one. Nothing too crazy. Like there's not a lot of thought that needs to go into it. If you want to get a high rate or a higher rated, then definitely go for it. Otherwise, I'd say just pick somebody that maybe you are looking to evolution across the time, really. I think that's going to be a great selection. So let me know if you've managed to get anybody anytime soon. I'll be around 1 p.m. tomorrow for the start of FC 25. Peace.